I've been working on this bottom belt guard for way longer than I should now, because the screws won't line up and everything is generally not so good. That screw down there, that's going in fine, and that's going in fine. But that one up here, I don't know if it's possible to see it at all. Oh yeah, you can see it there probably. You see the hole is drilled so close to the edge that the screw head won't sit against the flat. So I don't know really what to do there. I thought I was going to change the screw for a socket head cap screw, but there isn't enough room for that either, so I'll have to think about that. I use so much time on it now, so can't just budge it either. The solution is the whole casting had to come outside, and I'm going to have a date with Mr. Powerfine here, and we'll make a new nice flat spot there. The angle grinder proved a better tool for this job. It sits pretty flat there, so we'll go and try and mount it again. It's on now. It's really sturdy, even though there should have been one more bolt, but that's impossible to get to, so I think that bolt has never been used. But now we'll have to try the door again, see if that goes on as we have planned. I got the door on, and it's reasonably aligned. The door shut gaps aren't like on a car, but at least it stays closed now. So I think I'm happy with that. To move this locking lever out a little bit, because this piece protruded too far in, so it hit the other side of the locking mechanism, but now it's okay. Just have to do a little repaint there. Somebody was wondering how I knew where everything is going when I put the things back. And here's one of the things that helped me. I label these Ziploc bags and put fasteners in them. Here, electrical cabinet and rear casting. So that's what I did with all the fasteners. And things that belong together, I put them in the same place. Like this tumbler stuff here. And when the lathe was all apart, I had this stacked like this all the way up there with bags. Here are the bags that I have used and that I've put the bolts back in. I'll try to mount the ship shield now and see if it goes back on. I've cleaned out all the holes with a tap, so it should go on. The ship shield turned out okay. There's just a few minor problems with the paint that I'll fix while it's in place. And now it's properly fastened. I used washers on all those cap screws. Seems like the right thing to do for sheet metal. We have one up there, one there, and two down there. And while I was back here, I noticed the oil filter is leaking. I need to put sealant on that plug. The inside of the electrical cabinet doesn't look too hot now, so I'll have to do something about it. Primer and painting and so on. We'll leave the door as it is because of all the stuck on electrical stuff there. So it will be only the inside that gets to work. First we'll clean up the welds, like there and there and all the way there. And then we'll put a little bit of spackle on maybe, and then primer. And we'll see if we leave it in the primer color or if we paint it. That's the first round of spackle. Of course, when you start spackling you can't stop until you're all out, so I think it will do with one coat. After all, the whole back wall here is going to be covered by the electrical plate. So I think, well, after a little bit of sanding, we'll put on the primer. I've sanded back the spackle now, so it's ready for primer. I'm sitting almost outside because the primer stinks and it's raining outside, so maybe I should move a little more than half a meter from the rain. I've put the primer on now, but I should definitely have a brush to fix up in the corners and things like that. But I don't have a brush that is disposable right now, so we'll see if I bother or if I just paint it. I got a small disposable brush now, so I can touch up the parts where I couldn't get to yesterday with the rollers inside the electrical cabinet. So when I've done that, I think I'll roll it one more time since it's a little thin, and then I'll just leave it as it is. The color is it's not that close, but it's close enough to the original yellow color. Here's the electric motor. It probably weighs, I don't know, 100 kilos or 200 pounds or something. And here's the floor hold down, which isn't held down because of the floor heating here. It's water pipes in floor, so I can't drill. But when with heavy cuts or when I start or engage the clutch on the lathe, the motor actually lifts because of the belt, or the motor kind of climbs up the belt, so this lifts off the floor. So the plan now is to make a piece to put underneath here instead of the wood piece that I'm going to glue to the floor, and then screw this into the piece I'm going to make, which will hold down the motor. Here's the aluminium piece I'm going to use. And there's the drawing of what the piece is going to be like. I'm going to tap it 1/2 inch 13, not true, just 20 millimeters deep, or I don't know how many inches that is, less than 1 inch deep. And this is 30 millimeters thick, so we'll cut it and drill the holes and tap. And we'll glue it to the floor later. We're going to cut it in the bandsaw. The bandsaw is, I think, the only piece in the shop that I run with coolant all the time. Just makes it much easier. Oh, let's see how it turned out. There, I will just square it up and tap. Just squaring off the ends now. I've done that end, and now it's time for that other end. see if we can power tap this. It's annoying to do the hand tapping, so I'll try. Just need to try to keep track of how deep I am. I'll definitely run it in low gear. And pretty slow. Slower than that. To keep track of how deep I go. That turned out pretty nice. We're almost at the bottom at the last hole, so we'll try to take 0.2 of a millimeter first and see how that goes. If it's enough. If the focus worked, it would be nice. Anyway, I don't think you would want to power tap any deeper than that, really. There's... on the one hole I could probably gone half a thread deeper, but the last hole there is... I can see the tap has started to rub the angle of the drill bit at the bottom, so that was cutting it real close. I cleaned up the corners with a corner rounding end mill, so now it's ready. And, after we glue it down, we'll do a test and put an indicator right here. And if the front of the weight moves or lifts because of the pull on the belts, we'll glue down the front here too and anchor it that way. But I hope that's not necessary.